Welcome to Nick Saban Junior Sports Talk TV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Today I'll be doing a video on 5 Alabama players that I think will have a breakout season this year. This is my opinion. I want y'all to type in the comments if you think who I left off, who you think will be your top 5, or if you agree to my top 5. Let me know in the comments how you feel on this. But before I move on, yesterday I did the top 5 offensive players that I feel like will have a breakout season. And today, Jeremy Bernard was in the interview, a post-practice interview, and I forgot the question to ask him, but he said that he feel like this offense could put up 40 plus points, and if that happens, expect to see Jalen Milroe in the Heisman in New York. And I agree, man. I agree. If that happens, I expect to see Jalen Milroe being a Heisman finalist and probably taking the whole thing. But hey, it's neither here nor there. Today we're here to talk about defense. Defense is very, very important to us Alabama fans. We know a strong defense will help us a long way, because we've seen over the years what Saban built during his tenure. But even before the Saban tenure, defense has always been important to us. And my opinion, this is one of the things that I have said to people. I never got a chance to speak on it, on here, because, I've been away for a while. But I really feel like the transfers on this team is going to help us a lot on defense, because we get experience. We get experience in some highly talented guys. But let me give you my 5 guys on who I have having a breakout season. Well, first I have on the list Keanu Colt, a veteran guy, somebody that's been around this program for a while. Jahai Campbell, somebody that really made himself be known last year, like made big time plays. Devontae Smith, a guy that has been around this program for a while. Freshman season, had an awesome season, and the injury bug has not been able to leave him alone since then. Keon Stab, a transfer that came from Michigan, that has played in every game, played big time a role for Michigan throughout the year. His role increased more and more throughout the year. And Damani Jackson, somebody that originally we recruited, but he chose USC over us. And now look at a full circle moment, how he came back to Alabama. So let's talk about it, guys. Keanu Colt. Let's talk about somebody who has waited his turn. Keanu Colt has worked the last couple of years for this moment, and he is more than ready for it. Dude has been flying around the ball, around the field all season. And we continue to hear Keanu Colt name from these coaches, these practices. We continue to hear big things. And what I like about Keanu Colt so much is, like I said, he waited for this moment. Most guys in this era, they just pack up and leave, go somewhere else, find somewhere else. But hey, even though Saban gone, it's all about the process, baby. And I believe he's trusting the process. And by him trusting the process, I believe this is going to pay off for him. Because we all got to remember, this guy was a top 100 recruit in the nation. He was he was somebody that was highly recruited, a big time recruit, and he was a top 100. So he has it. But we all forget that all players do not develop at the same level. All players do not develop at the same level. Some players, hey, they come in and get it right away. Some players is a year down the road. They have to sit out 1 year. Some players, hey, it may take 3 to 4 years for them to pop out. But that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing at all. And due to him being patient, I think under this new defense will allow him to display his skill set and show why that he was recruited as a top 100 recruit, in my opinion. Let's talk about Jahai Campbell. Jahai Campbell broke out onto the scene last season, but he could officially break out as one of the best linebackers in the country this season. My opinion. The potential is through the roof for him this season. Like, we remember the big time moments that he had. Was it the Tennessee game? I want to say Texas A&M. I'm not sure, but he had big time moments this past season. My honest opinion, Deontay Lawson is a dog. I believe Deontay Lawson is going to have his NFL season, his NFL year to get ready for the draft. But to me personally, Jahai Campbell is a bit over Deontay Lawson, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I like Jahai Campbell just a tad. I love Deontay Lawson, but just a tad bit more than Deontay Lawson. But I think with both of these guys, Jahai Campbell, Deontay Lawson, I think we're about to see the true meaning of linebacker in Alabama and show y'all what linebacker means. And I believe Jahai Campbell, for that reason, will have a breakout season this season and show everybody the Bama standard is still here, even though Nick Saban is gone. It's my opinion. Guys. Like I said, I want to know in the comments of what y'all think. But my next guy on the list, Devontae Smith. Devontae was one of the biggest advocates for the players to return to Alabama after Saban retired. He also supposed to break out last season, but the injury bug held him back. You know, the injury bug has been very nagging to him. Bearing injury, he will break out onto the scene this season. And we saying it like he hasn't broke out before. We all got to remember his freshman season. True freshman season. He stepped onto the scene and he played like he was a daggone junior, like he had been there before. He had a great moments during his freshman season. But the injury bug, he's been plagued with the injury bug. And let's hope the injury bug stays away. He stays 100% healthy. I think we can get that Devontae Smith back. I think we get a better, more motivated Devontae Smith, a more mature Devontae Smith, a more experienced Devontae Smith, and he will help guys like Red Morgan in the back end, and you know, those young guys to develop to be the guys that they are. But Devontae Smith will play a big piece to this defense being elite. My next guy is Keon Sabb. He was going to be one of Michigan's next starting DBs. Sabb will translate the narrative to his new home in Tuscaloosa. His athleticism is through the roof, and I can't wait to see how it fits into this defense. 4-2-5 defense, honestly, in my opinion, is going to help a lot of these guys flourish. Now, we talk about a guy like Keon Sabb, somebody that came from Michigan, somebody that played lots of snaps, played, I think, every game, played big-time minutes in the national championship game against Alabama. And this experience, this is like what I talked about in the beginning, the transfer experience. This is what I'm talking about. Is going to help bring to this Alabama team with the guys that we already have experience, but also experience against other conferences and just college football experience, period, is the reason why I hear that I think this guy is going to be good. We hear Kane Womack talk about this guy. We hear the good things coming out of camp from this guy. And I think this guy, sky's the limit for him, in my opinion. I think the sky's the limit for him. And I think Keon Sabb will be a big-time piece for this defense, in my opinion. My last and final guy on the list is Demani Jackson. Let's talk about Demani Jackson. Coming from USC, somebody that chose USC over Alabama, I think he kind of get a bad reputation for being on the USC defense, but the guy's athleticism is undeniable. I think he dealt with a lot of bad coaching on that defense. I think the defense coordinator was just awful overall. But now you coming to Tuscaloosa where you have good coaches on the side of the ball. 4-2-5 is going to fit his skill set perfect. It's going to fit his skill set perfect. I think we see Demani Jackson being the guy that we thought he was going to be coming out of high school, because he was a big time recruit coming out of high school, coming out of Matter Day. This is what I always trust about those guys out of Matter Day. They come from playing big time football. And at USC is big time football. You play against a lot of good wide receivers. So with that experience, with a good coaching on his side, the great scheme on his side, I think we see Damani Jackson make a big time contribution to this defense, and it's going to help a lot. It's going to help a lot. His experience is going to help coach up the younger guys behind him and on this defense, and I believe we just see a lot out of Damani Jackson. He's going to be that. I feel like he's going to be that guy that we all expected him to be coming out of high school. But those are my 5 guys that I have on defense that I think will break out for the 2024 football season. And let me know in the comments how y'all feel. I thank y'all and appreciate y'all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share the channel, do all the good stuff for me. And thank y'all for sticking with me. Like my guy Roll Tide Willie said, blitz, Bama, blitz, and I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And if you're not an Alabama fan this season, you're going to be very pissed off of what happened to your team. Roll Tide, roll, baby. Let's go.